Percy to the rescue. All the engines are proud of how useful they are. Percy was shunting a freight car at the yard. After he was done, an unfamiliar engine arrived in the yard. "This is Omri," said Sir Topham Hatt. "He's here to help you because you've pulled too many cars lately," he said. Then he left. "Do you know the way to the station?" asked Omri. "Yes, I do. It's down the line," asked Percy. Soon, Omri was coupled up to his train. Then he set off. Then he saw Emily at the station. "What are you doing here?" she asked. "I'm dropping off some milk," Omri said. Just then, the whistle blew, and he puffed away. Omri had become a runaway halfway to his next destination, so Percy was in his way to try and save him. He braked hard and he successfully managed to stop the train. Sir Topham Hatt was very happy. "Percy, you managed to stop Omri from having a nasty accident." "As a reward," said Sir Topham Hatt, "you will pull the mail train for an entire week." Percy was happy to be doing his favorite job and to have made a new friend. Omri and the passengers. Omri is new to Sodor and is still learning his way around the island. One day, Sir Topham Hatt came to see Omri. "You are to pull passengers today," he said. Omri puffed away slowly because he was very scared. Then, Omri was coupled up to the coaches. He then train set off after the conductor blew his whistle. Then there was trouble. Omri was approaching a goods train. His driver applied the brakes, but it was too late. Luckily, no one was hurt, but Omri came off the rails. Edward and Rocky arrived on the scene of the disaster. Why did you go so slowly when you first heard that you were going to pull passengers? He asked. Because I'm scared, said Omri. Why? Asked Edward. I'm new, Omri said. I'm scared because I've never pulled passengers before. Edward decided to help Omri. I get scared every time I have to do something new, he said. Now I will get you back on the rails. After Omri was back on the rails, he continued on his way. Thank you, Edward, he said. At last, Omri arrived at the station. He apologized to the station master for the accident. Omri had finally got settled into pulling passengers. Omri gets help. Omri loves working at the harbor. Sir Topham Hatt understood that Omri was tired. Don't worry, another engine will come to help you, he said. Omri was happy that help was coming. He was shocked to find out that the engine who came to help was Devious Diesel. Well, said Diesel, after you've worked hard, you'll be scrapped. Omri took no notice as he was returning to work. He saw Stephen at the station with his passenger train and told him all about Diesel. It'll be okay. He'll get his comeuppance soon, Stephen said. And indeed he did. Diesel couldn't stop himself in time because the rails were very slippery. Grrr! Growled Diesel furiously. Sir Topham Hatt was very cross when he heard the news. Omri and the harbor master have told me everything. I will have you sent back to the other railway, he scolded. Devious Diesel said nothing as Sir Topham Hatt left. Omri must now work extra hard to make sure that Diesel doesn't return. Omri helps out. Omri is a happy engine who likes to help others. One day, Sir Topham Hatt came to see Omri. Edward is needed for an important job at the quarry, so I need you to work in his place, said Sir Topham Hatt. Yes, sir, said Omri. When he got to the yards, he shunted cow cars for Donald. Then, he shunted flatbeds for Douglas. After that, he shunted coal cars for Neville. As he was resting, Gordon came by with the express. Must be on time, he said. Omri knew that he had to return to work. Gordon went to his hill. Because of the train's weight, he was stuck. Father! Father! He said crossly. Then, Omri's driver came with important news. Gordon is stuck on his hill, and he needs a back engine to give him a push. Edward usually does it, but he's still doing his important job, said the driver. Omri set off to the rescue. What? I'm being helped? I'm getting help from a useless green steam pot instead of Edward? Sniffed Gordon. At last, Omri came. That's too slow for a slow coach like you, said Gordon, but Omri pushed him anyway. As he pushed, Gordon's wheels started to turn. Gordon was happy. Now the express would run on time. Sir Topham Hatt then came to see Gordon. He was very cross. "You've said rude things to Omri. He proved to me that he is useful, and he is really useful and reliable. For your punishment, you will be working at Whiff's waste dump with Whiff and Scruff for 2 weeks, while Henry has the express," he said. Then Gordon puffed away. Gordon felt very ashamed. The next day, before Gordon started work at the waste dump, he found Omri and apologized. "It's all right," said Omri, and Gordon puffed away. Gordon was still cross when he arrived at Whiff's waste dump. "All these need to go," said Whiff. "After that, you have to come back here and collect the garbage that has already been scrunched," said Scruff. Gordon was still cross. "Yuck! I have to pull a garbage train! The shame of it all!" he huffed. Henry was waiting at the station with the express when Gordon came by. "Oh, look, it's Gordon the Stinky Blue Engine," chuckled Henry. "Be quiet," growled Gordon as he went by. "I hope this makes him learn not to be rude to anyone," said Henry. "He deserves to pull garbage trains," he said before he left with the express.